Meet Shandell Harris. She was 30 years old, and on April 3rd, she was gunned down by her husband. His name was Carl Watts. She was gunned down at the JCC, at the Jewish Community Center. Unfortunately, she was with this dust ball. He has a insurmountable criminal history dating all the way back to 1994, and she was in a very hectic, tumultuous domestic violence relationship with this man, and unfortunately it ended in her losing her life. The day before she was gunned down by this animal, she was stabbed by him. He stabbed her in the arm. He was threatening to kill him. Well, he was threatening to end his life. And he also came to the JCC where she was. He wanted her to drop the charges because that pertaining to that prior incident that happened the previous day, she, from the police reports, they say she was able to get him to calm down from the threats that he was making against himself, and then she went on about her business for the rest of that day, and she went, and then she went to the JCC. She took her daughter swimming, and he was trying to bribe her into dropping the charges, and she refused. He then gunned her down. And the thing that stuck out to me about the interviews that her family were doing, they said that her male cousin was like that he gunned her down like an animal. And that's crazy because, these males are out here, and it's like we are their prey, obviously, right? And this thing has been committing crimes for as long as I've been alive. He also, back in 2014, tried to kidnap a young girl, a teenager, while she was at the bus stop on her way to school. So this male is so bold and brazen that he's emboldened. I should insert some clips.
Suspect.
I was walking to the bus stop and this man approached me.
A teenager almost kidnapped, and now she shares her story to get this man off the streets. Good evening, I'm Rick Folbaum in for Elliot Rodriguez, and that 18-year-old was catching a county bus to go to school when a man tried to force her into his van. CBS 4's Joan Murray is live at the bus stop where it happened with some new details on who the police are looking for. Joan.
Well, Rick, this happened here at Sunrise Boulevard and Northwest 27th Avenue. It was about a month ago. This girl was on her way to high school when she was at that bus stop right there on that bench when this man got out of his van and approached her. He would not leave her alone, even tried to drag her into the van. And tonight, she tells me she hopes he will be taken off the streets.
I was sitting there waiting for the bus, and he came and he was trying to... He asked me where was my name, and it's a whole bunch of sexual stuff.
Watch as a man wearing baggy shorts and work boots approaches a teenager who's waiting for a bus on Sunrise Boulevard.
I was sitting on the bench and he offered me money.
We spoke to that teenager who says in the beginning she tried to ignore the man, but he became more insistent.
And he tried to put the money in my purse, and then I was like pushing him, like trying so he won't put it in, and he just kept like grabbing me, like trying to make me come in his car. Like,
luckily the bus arrived and she escaped. So did her attacker.
But he was still standing there when the bus came. So I got on the bus and then I went to the school and I told my teachers.
That's the Crime Stopper form. If you can hang it on your business for me, that'd be great.
BSO investigators began blanketing the area with pictures of the assailant and his work van.
It's a distinctive blue van that has some sort of marking on the side. It might be the outline of a vehicle. That van may be a 1989 Dodge Ram van. I suggest you call 911. Don't take it into your own hands. Just call 911 and let us know that you have it, and we'll come out and take care of it. All right.
I'll be on the lookout for that. Oh, my gold teeth on the top of the tattoo. Wow. That's crazy.
The victim is still shaken from the ordeal. The flyers have the attention of everyone who sees them.
Well, it's close to home, and I got a kid myself, so I just got to keep my eyes open even more. You know, so I think it's bad, though. Disgusting.
Now, here's another look at that reward flyer Crime Stoppers has put out. They're offering up to a $3,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. It has a picture of the man and that blue van that he was driving. If you have any information, contact Broward Crime Stoppers, 954-493-TIPS. Reporting live near Fort Lauderdale, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.
So yeah, you saw that clip from back in 2014 when he tried to abduct the young teenage girl and tried to bribe her into human trafficking. This is him at the JCC when they arrested him. He looks atrocious. Now, if this is black love, I do not want it. Having a black male for the sake of having one, she was gorgeous and beautiful, and she deserved way more than him. I honestly just don't get it. Like, this is one of the cases that where you look at it and you really see who is the true predators in our community. This male has all of these charges. Black women, please wake up, because you are the prey. He also, back in 2014, was dating Trukita Wells. And when he was dating her, she went missing. She has 2 children. I don't quote me. I believe she has 2 children with him. But at this moment, her family is kind of in a state of, you know, they are just, I guess, thankful that he's been caught. Unfortunately, I feel like he only got caught because he went up in those Jewish people community wreaking havoc, and now they like, oh, you coming to our community bringing this bullshit? Okay. So unfortunately, she's been missing since 2014. Nobody knows her whereabouts still to this day. So that's been 8 years ago. There is an active page on Facebook that is still waiting for, you know, some results in her case as well. So pray for everyone involved, please.